In the last video that I published, I talked about a storefront and how you can create your own bookstore by using Books.by. Now, there was someone that provided me with a comment that I really appreciate because if she asked it, you might have the same question. She reached out to me. Her name is Denise Diakins. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. 4828. Hi, Maritza. I love your channel. What about traffic to this site? She's talking about Books.by. How does that work compared to Amazon? Excellent question. I don't think I addressed this enough, and I want to dedicate this video to letting you know what is the difference between publishing on Amazon KDP and Books.by. The two are two completely different platforms, and this video is for you if you are new to self-publishing and you don't know what direction to take. Now, the difference between Books.by and something like Amazon KDP, one is a storefront, which is Books.by. It's a complete storefront. You create your own bookstore. Your readers, your customers can go directly to your storefront, order from you, and they will receive the book. Books.by will do the fulfillment aspect of the book. Now, Amazon KDP is the same thing. They provide the fulfillment of any book that is purchased. However, it's a marketplace. It's not your storefront. Amazon is Amazon. And a lot of people trust Amazon because it is a monster of a company. So there are two different things. One is a marketplace and the other is a storefront. I went ahead and did some research last night because I really wanted to come and produce this video for you to provide you the most value that I can, because I want to help you make the right decision, especially if you're new to self-publishing. Now, I wrote some things down. So as far as audience reach, now when it comes to something like Books.by, you have to build that traffic directly to your storefront. If you do not have an audience, it's going to be very hard for you to make sales. And now I know what you're going to say. A lot of people also have a hard time selling on Amazon KDP. However, Amazon has a built-in audience. There are already millions of people on Amazon shopping for products. It's not like when you create your storefront, there is no one shopping for products in your storefront unless you're sending them directly to a specific book or books. Now, when it comes to discoverability, and this is why it is important. Sorry guys, my laptop is about to die. So, and I want you to pay attention to this very key part. When it comes to discoverability, when someone goes on Amazon, have you ever searched for something and you see keywords automatically pop up when you're searching, like upon you writing something? That's the beauty of Amazon, that you can go ahead and create a book. I was going to say video. You can create a book and make sure that it's SEO optimized. You have those words, you're including those words in your book title that people are already searching for on Amazon. So you have a higher chance of discoverability. Your book can be discovered. And I know that sometimes for a lot of us who publish our first book on Amazon KDP, like I've said before in many other videos, your book can fall into the grave of books and never to be discovered. That is always a possibility when it comes to Amazon KDP, especially, different variables. Maybe you didn't publish in a very popular niche. Maybe that niche is overly saturated. Maybe the people that you are competing with are pushing a lot of ads onto their books. I mean, there's many different things that you need to take into consideration. Now, the second thing that I wrote down and I want to go ahead and touch on is the print on demand aspect. When it comes to Books.by, it requires integration with something like Bookful or Lulu, or maybe something like Ingram Express. I think that's what it's called. Ingram. I know it's Ingram. Sorry. And it is not native. However, when it comes to Amazon KDP, it's fully built in. It has already a fully built-in print on demand. So you don't have to seek for third parties so that they can print a specific book. Let me give you an example. When you print it through Amazon KDP, they don't do spirals. Like if you want to have a spiral notebook, they don't produce or print on demand spiral notebooks. Instead, you're going to have to look for a third party, similar to how it would work if you go the Books.by route. Everybody wants to know about royalties. Yes, it is true. You can make more money, quadruple your income when it comes to something like Books.by than you would on Amazon KDP. Let me share with you something that I saw a few days ago. I saw an ad about Books.by, and it was someone talking about how they make more money on their storefront through Books.by than they do on Amazon KDP. What they don't talk about is that there is a cost to Books.by versus Amazon KDP. If you want to publish something on Amazon KDP, it is free. When it comes to Books.by, you do have to pay a yearly fee. Yes, they don't take away that fee that Amazon, like they don't take their cut like Amazon does when someone purchases a book, but you do have to pay. There is a fee. It's not completely free. So that's very important to know. Now, as far as trust and credibility, many people know of Amazon. So for them to go into Amazon and buy a book, it's a no-brainer. People trust Amazon. People will buy books. They buy not only books, they buy home products and home decor and you name it, all kinds of things. I use Amazon almost weekly. When it comes to Books.by, it's not familiar and people may second guess whether they should buy a book through that specific company. They don't know about it. They don't know what it is. Maybe they become a little hesitant. So that is always, part of it. Now, one of my favorite things that I found when I started looking at Books.by as an option is the fact that when someone buys your book through your storefront, you have access to their email. So that can translate really well the moment that you want to build an email list. And guess what? All those customers that you've already sold to, you have their email addresses. Now you can go ahead and email them and prep them and prime them for your next book. And you can talk about your next book. You can send them emails, videos, you name it. So that is a plus. That's something that Amazon KDP does not have. As far as setup, the setup when it comes to, for example, let's say you already have a book cover, you finish your interior pages of the book, your manuscript is done, and you just want to upload it. The Amazon KDP process to upload your book, it is so simple. It's fast. Every time I've helped someone do it, they're like, wait, that's it? Yes, that's it. It literally doesn't take more than an hour, unless you're fixing things and things like that. But when it comes to something like Books.by, it's a little bit more complex when it comes to the setup. As per what I have researched, it is a little bit more complex. I've seen a lot of the reviews, and there's definitely a learning curve that goes into it, because you might have to, like I said before, you might have to outsource the integration for the actual printing of the book, whether you want it to be spiral, hardcover, paperback, and you might have to go through something like BookVault or Lulu. So that I have zero clue. I'm clueless when it comes to that because I haven't done it yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to go and try the Books.by route. But it's something that I definitely would like to explore later on. But I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about Amazon KDP and Books.by? Have you tried Books.by? I would love to know and see what your experience has been like. And have you made any commissions, royalties, and things like that? I hope this video was helpful, and I hope that you can understand both the Amazon KDP marketplace and the Books.by storefront and how one or the other can benefit you on your journey as a self-publishing author. However, my personal advice is if you're new, you can never go wrong with Amazon KDP. You can still send your people to your book, but then you have that perk where there's already a built-in machine of customers and people already searching on the Amazon platform, that the likelihood of you making a sale if you publish in the right niche with low competition and high demand, and it's just there's a chance of you being discovered versus you doing everything from scratch and you have to push out your book. I mean, you have to do it anyways. Marketing is part of it. But it's just you have to decide what is best for you according to your journey and where you are at when it comes to self-publishing. Again, I hope this was helpful. I will see you on the next video. God bless.